Welcome to Car Swag. Alright, let's talk about a car that walked into a room full of Italian divas, nodded politely, and then absolutely stole the show. We're not talking about some loud, obnoxious show-off here. We're talking about a precision instrument, a velvet hammer, the original Japanese exotic. We're talking about the 1991 Acura NSX. This wasn't just a car, it was a mic drop. Imagine the late 80s. Supercars were temperamental, prone to spontaneous combustion, and usually required a personal mechanic on speed dial. Then Honda, rolls up to the party with something that looked like it flew straight off a sci-fi movie set. It was sleek, it was low, and it had pop-up headlights that screamed, "I mean business, but I'm also having fun." The world thought, wait, a Honda with a V6 trying to hang with Ferraris and Lambos? Oh honey, they had no idea. The NSX wasn't trying to hang, it was trying to teach them a lesson. This car was engineered with a surgical precision that made its European rivals look like they were built with a hammer and a prayer. It wasn't about raw, unbridled fury. It was about balance, finesse, and an uncanny ability to read your mind. The asterisk sleeper energy meter asterisk for the NSX? It's a weird one. On the outside, it has that quintessential 90s sports car vibe, sleek but not overtly flamboyant. You could almost mistake it for a very fancy Accord from a distance if you squinted hard enough. But the moment you fire up that engine, that meter snaps from sensible grocery getter straight to "I'm about to shave seconds off your lap time." It's the kind of car that doesn't need to shout to be heard. And the story behind it? Pure legend. Ayrton Senna, the undisputed maestro of the track, got his hands on this thing. He drove it, he gave feedback. Honda listened. Imagine the greatest driver in the world telling you how to make your sports car better, and you actually do it. That's like Mozart giving composition notes to a rock star. The result was a machine that felt like an extension of your own body. It was telepathic. This was the era where you could have a car that looked like $1 million, performed like a track beast, and started every single morning. No more crossed fingers, no more fear in that ominous check engine light. The NSX brought supercar performance to the realm of daily drivability. It redefined expectations. You could absolutely daily it. You could take it to the track on Saturday, pick up groceries on Sunday, and commute to work on Monday. Try that with a vintage Italian exotic and see how many therapy sessions you need. The personality of the NSX was its quiet confidence. It wasn't loud or boisterous, it simply was. It spoke with its actions, not its exhaust note, though that VTEC shriek was pure music. It was the sophisticated older brother who knew exactly what he was doing, while the younger, louder kids were still figuring things out. It had an interior that was actually comfortable and functional. Imagine that. A supercar where you didn't need to be a contortionist to get in or out. The design was timeless. It was panned by the same guy who designed the original Honda CRX, if you can believe that. From its low-slung profile to its fighter jet canopy, every line served a purpose. It looked fast standing still. And those side vents, not just for show, they were gulping down air, feeding that mid-mounted masterpiece. It was a masterclass in form following function, but with a serious dose of cool. Speaking of that mid-mounted masterpiece, we're talking about a V6 that revved to the moon. This engine wasn't about displacement, it was about revolution. It was about VTEC kicking in, and transforming a polite hum into a full-blown symphony. It was quick, agile, and always eager to play. It was the kind of engine that made you want to take the long way home every single time. It was an engine that taught you to love high RPMs. This car was a slap in the face to the notion that only European manufacturers could build world-class performance cars. It proved that meticulous engineering, relentless testing, and a focus on the driver could create something truly special. It forced everyone else to step up their game. The NSX wasn't just competing, it was innovating. It wasn't just a car, it was a philosophy on wheels. That asterisk dad car versus bad car asterisk stamp for the NSX? It's a definite bad car hiding in a dad car disguise. It looks refined, mature, almost understated in some colors, but under that sensible exterior is a heart that yearns for the open road, for a canyon car, for a track day. It's the kind of car a successful architect drives, but secretly races on weekends. It's the quiet professional who can also throw down when the time is right. The NSX didn't just offer performance, it offered a complete experience. It was reliable, relatively affordable to maintain for an exotic, and gave you a sense of confidence behind the wheel that few cars could match. It democratized the supercar dream, making it accessible to a wider audience without compromising on the thrill. It showed the world that you didn't need a six-figure repair bill to have a six-figure driving experience. It's a car that still turns heads today, over 3 decades later. Its lines are still fresh, its performance still engaging, and its legacy still powerful. It's a reminder that sometimes the quietest ones are the most impactful. It taught us that precision can be just as exhilarating as brute force. It wasn't just good for a Japanese car, it was good for any car, period. So, the 1991 Acura NSX, a car that changed the game, inspired a generation, and still holds a special place in the hearts of true gearheads. It's a legend that proved you could be both brilliant and reliable, a true icon. Hit subscribe at @cr._swag, more legends to roast and toast, one clean photo at a time.